You know, they were, oh, shit, things got steamy quick as hell. Alright, you guys, the first video for today was so short. I'm so sorry. I filmed that like 3 days ago and I was at the end of like a really long recording spree and I was just so tired. I shouldn't have filmed that. I should have stopped before that, but I wanted to do one more because of the full moon. I was excited to see how it was and I ended up being disappointed because it just seemed pretty non-eventful. Like I really expected more to happen on the full moon. I expected there to be some like cool effect where you see like all of the werewolves transform at the same time, like maybe around 10 or 11 o'clock or so, and you know, you see everyone rampaging, but that really didn't even happen. In fact, we were the only one that I saw that was in full-on rampage mode. No one else was, so I don't know what the deal was with that. I don't know if it was a fluke or I don't know if that's just how full moons are, but I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely a little bit disappointed with that. But I'm making this part now. This is gonna be the second video for today on Wednesday, completely filming this on a different day, but I just feel bad about uploading a 7-minute Let's Play part. That is just absolutely atrocious. So I'm doing another one for you guys. I feel really stupid, guys. Remember how at the beginning of the Let's Play part, we chose an aspiration, one of the new aspirations that come with the pack? I haven't clicked on it at all, and we're on what, part 8 or part 9 at this point of this little mini series, and we haven't even done anything. I mean, we have, but I never have clicked on it yet. I didn't even know that we could do this. I just completely forgot. It went out of my mind. But we did already complete 3 out of 4 of these things: become a werewolf, level up to run, and experience a full moon. So we actually just achieved that last night. The last thing that we need to do is read 3 werewolf books by checking out bookshelves around Moonwood Mill or purchasing werewolf books via the computer. While discovering the secrets of werewolf history, Finley might even have an epiphany. So we're gonna go ahead and spend some time doing that today. We have one book here, A History of Moonwood Mill. We're gonna begin reading this one, though few Sims have heard of the small town of Moonwood Mill. This book is recognized as the world's go-to source of information on the topic. Naysayers argue that its accounting of history isn't entirely accurate, though these individuals also cite curses and occult conflict and other magical elements as the true root of Moonwood Mill's origin. So it sounds really interesting, and as you read these books, you actually do begin to learn more and more about the lore. Like, we're actually already getting some pop-ups, which is really interesting here. All right, so let's begin reading some of these notifications. I'm gonna close out some of the ones that we received in the last part. For years, Moonwood Mill was known as the lumberjack capital of the world. It played host to the world's largest annual lumberjack competition. Prizes were awarded for most plaid shirt, beard density, syrup chugging, and shouting timber loudly. And why is Agatha Crumplebottom calling us? I've called to inform you that your great-great-grand second once removed cousin's friend's grandpa has passed away and for some reason has left a vast fortune specifically to you. Will you accept? Okay, I've never received this before. Is this one of those pranks? Money, give now. Did we get money? What is it? Very well. However, now that you've accepted, I must inform you that you will only get this money if you become married within 7 days. Those are the terms. Good luck and congratulations on the next chapter of your life. Okay, is this like a game? Is this a trick or is this for real? Because if this is for real, we can so totally call up our man Lou and totally get married. I mean, if I tell him the story, if I go up to him and I'm like, hey, I got a call from no other than the old hag Crumplebottom herself. She told me that if we get married within a week, we could have a fortune. I'm sure that he would accept. I don't think that he would say no to that. But it's really cool that you can read these books and that you can discover the lore and stuff of Moonwood Mill. I mean, it's pretty obvious that it was a logging town. At first, from some of the first few images, one of my first assumptions was that it was actually a mining town, but it is not. It is a logging town, and obviously you can see all of the lumber and the excavator and the fallen trees, so it only makes sense. But it's cool that like this town actually has history and you can actually discover it through the books. There might be more to discover if Finley gives this book another read. She definitely should. Why did she put it down? Keep reading, girl. There seems to be entire passages along the pages written in an indecipherable language. What? The only thing Finley can make out are some symbols that look like the moon. So basically those little hints and teasers that we saw in some of the teasers for the pack before it was officially announced. Original settlers to the area were refugees. Why does she keep stopping? Keep reading, you dummy. Why do you keep putting the book down? Sit the f down and read the god book. I'm getting f***ing sick of you. Jeez, it's starting to enrage me at this point. Oh my god, we have a moodlet married for money. From trying to get inheritance money, Finley accepted the offer of a giant inheritance over the phone, but now she has only 7 days to get married to satisfy the hidden conditions of the reward. Why does this always seem to happen to her? What do you mean? This is the first time this has ever happened to Finley. I don't know what the f you're talking about, but I'm excited because, I mean, we were gonna marry him anyway. He's dreamy. They fell madly in love with each other. I mean, no, I didn't want to marry him that fast. I wanted there to kind of be some time, you know, between that happening. Maybe actually going out on some dates, maybe going on a honeymoon, maybe actually planning the wedding. I don't know if we're gonna be using my wedding stories because let's be honest, it's my wedding disaster still. But I didn't want it to happen in less than a week. But hey, if we're gonna get a large inheritance, we could totally use that money and like renovate, maybe rebuild. Sorry, James, might bulldoze your lot here. But still, I'm like super excited. All right, let's continue reading here. Original settlers to the area were refugees seeking an end to the conflict that had been plaguing them. They sought a connection with nature and the moon. They came upon what's commonly called Moonwood's howling point today, and the breathtaking night views and the crescent-shaped lake beneath both seemed good omens of their pursuits. Okay, this is a little too deep for me. I don't know what the heck this is talking about. I'm assuming what they're referring to here in this passage is probably the Mooncasters, because I know that the Mooncasters are a part of the lore, but I'm just like not entirely sure what they are yet. Ooh, Lunar Epiphany unlocked. Finley can now start to decipher the strange markings found in the margins of werewolf books. What new knowledge is out there waiting to be discovered? Ooh, so that's this dormant ability. Eureka, Finley can now comprehend the lost secrets of the moon. This is an important step towards understanding the history and nature of werewolves and can lead to learning how to cure this ailment for good. Is this talking about like fixing the rivalry between the werewolves and vampires, or talking about something completely different? Also, look at how close we are to the next level. We're currently a prime and we're almost a veteran already. We're moving up a little too fast though, guys. I'm gonna be honest, I did not think that it would happen this fast. So now what do we do to be able to decipher some of the markings in the book? When she finishes reading, do we have to like pick it up again and then reread it to like start to decipher things? Is that how that works? I don't even know. The magical moon symbols around the page glow faintly, and Finley is able to decipher them with her Lunar Epiphany. They tell the tale of spellcasters long ago who explored the limits of their power. They experimented by creating duplicates of themselves, but quickly became frustrated that these duplicates required sustenance to survive. In an effort to be efficient, they fed them potions. They created monsters. Whoa, wait a minute. This is going way deeper than I thought. This particular page appears to have a shimmering enchantment over top that Finley is able to read through. Of course he wants to go on a freaking date right now. We're in the middle of reading books deciphering freaking werewolf history. Why do you want to go on a date now? All right, let me continue reading this. As it turns out, Moonwood Mill is the only location in which to find moon petal. This species of flora was created in a spell-casting overload during an untamed moon casting ritual. Evidence of similar plant cultivation has not been reported elsewhere around the world to this day. When ground to a powder and mixed with liquid, it is said to ease a sim's humors and improve the mood. Finley learned how to make moon petal punch. So that's what that is. Oh, that's really cool. I know that if we go to the top of that mountain, there is moon petal growing up here, I believe. Yes, it is a rare flower that only blooms under the full moon, originating from Moonwood Mill. We can't harvest it now. I actually believe we need to come up here on the full moon to most likely harvest it, but look, we missed it because it isn't full moon anymore. We're at waning gibbous, increased handiness. And also, I'm just now noticing from what we read in the lore that Lake Lundvik is shaped like a crescent moon. That's so neat. I don't know how I didn't notice that before. Oh my gosh! Milestone complete! This is cool. I don't know why I never like actually sat down to click on the aspiration thus far and actually dive into it. I don't know what I was thinking. Normally that's one of the first things I do when I jump into a series or just jump into any game for that matter, is I take a peek at the aspirations and see what we can do. So Finley has completed her werewolf initiation. So that whole thing was just the I cannot speak. Initiation. Now, this is when we begin to really select what path we want to go on as a werewolf. It's time for her to embark on the next chapter of her werewolf journey. What possibilities does her future hold? Oh my gosh, guys, we have so many options. I don't even know which one. I need to take a drink first and think about this. All right, the first one, guys, I'm just like, I'm about to shit myself. This pack is just so much better than I thought. My only gripe so far with it was the full moon. I really expected more out of the full moon. I don't know why, but we have Emissary of the Collective. Join the Moonwood Collective's dignified neighborly ranks. No, we're not a part of the Moonwood Collective. If anything, we're beefing with the Moonwood Collective. We just had a fight with them a few parts ago, so no. We have Wild Fang Renegade. Join the Wild Fangs and show the world who's boss. We've already done that, but we haven't even moved through the aspiration yet. We should have done this many parts ago, guys. Honestly, we should have got this on like one of the first parts. I don't know what I was thinking. We have Lone Wolf. Become the strongest, scariest werewolf on your own. That's a really cool path. I don't want to explore that though. I want to move with the Wild Fangs. And then we have Cure Seeker. Seek the cure to continue life as a normal sim. These are cool paths. I love how they took the whole journey to Babu route and giving us like options through the aspirations. That's really, really cool. All I ask is that if they make more coal packs in the future, please use this methodology. Please. Fairies, if we get them. Genies, if we get them. Mermaids, we need an overhaul for those. We need to have all this stuff. Big, beautiful, powerful systems with perks and benefits, abilities, dormant abilities, options. We need more options. But we're gonna go ahead and choose Wild Fang Renegade. Ooh, this is so freaking cool, guys. I feel like we're so much farther than we should be because we should have already done this. Oh my goodness. All right, we have some things that we need to read though. We're gonna have to come back to the whole moon petal thing. I have a feeling we're supposed to harvest that when the full moon is out, and we totally didn't. We totally forgot. And I already know that you guys are probably leaving comments in the last video. Matt, you were supposed to harvest the moon petal when there was a full moon and you completely missed it. All right, we're gonna do that next full moon, guys, okay? I promise, I promise, I promise. Aspiration completed. Finley has successfully unleashed her inner beast and basked in the moonlight. The time has come to decide whether she wants to join a pack, carve her own path as a lone wolf, or return to life as a normal sim. We've already chosen it. She don't give a fang about her reputation. Finley has chosen to pursue membership with the Wild Fangs. I mean, we can obviously tell, look at her reputation. It is right now considered bad. So we join the Wild Fangs, obviously, but we need to turn sims into werewolves, obtain the Curse Bearer ability, and use it to create more werewolves by turning non-werewolf sims. Oh, you already know where I'm going first. We are going straight to Eliza's house to get her ass. We're going to Nancy Landgrab's house to get her ass. And who else should we get? I don't know. Those are the two sims that I feel like I really hate the most. I would go to Vlad, but he's a vampire, so I don't know if we can turn a vampire into a werewolf. I don't know how that works. They've already confirmed that there really aren't hybrids, so I don't know how that's going to work, but I don't know. We'll figure out who we want to infect or transition later on down the line. We have Werewolf World Domination. Time for Finley to get out there and show the world who's boss. Try obtaining the territory marking ability and making use of it. She can also spar with her werewolf friends, or maybe even try her hand at provoking Greg. We've already done that kind of stuff, but here's the thing is we have to continue doing it now to get more points. We've been doing it this whole time for free, basically. None of that has been accumulating for our aspiration, and then we have become Alpha of the Wild Fangs. Challenge the current Alpha of the Wild Fangs and take control as the new pack pack leader. All right, so a lot has happened, but I want to do this. I want to get married for money. I want that money because I want to use that to renovate the place. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and have some leftovers because she is feeling a little bit hungry, and I want to try managing that as much as I can because we already know the rules. When her hunger is low, her fury is going to go up higher and go up faster. And now people want to cut the grass. Why do you decide to cut the grass every single time I film? And then when I stop, then you don't cut the grass anymore. Why does this always happen? I'm so freaking tired of it. Go have a savage poo. And what should we do tonight, guys? We don't have any more ability points, so there's nothing else that we can really buy, but I do want her to come outside and scavenge the ground for some resources. Surprisingly though, we actually are doing pretty good in terms of money. We don't have a job. We basically are just being a full-time werewolf, yet we still have 1,500 simoleons. I do want to continue the rest of the evening reading the werewolf lore book, so we're gonna have her continue reading it so that she can continue learning more history. Before the mill was established, the area was simply known as Moonwood. The name was coined by locals who believed the surrounding forest was imbued with lunar energy. Oh my gosh. In the early days of Moonwood Mill, the town's mill working founders formed an organization known as the Moonwood Collective. Okay, so I guess that was the first one. The organization encouraged the community to pursue self-sustainability, diplomatic communication, and communal contribution as key values. They saw a brighter future for Moonwood Mill on the horizon. So I guess that's where the origin is, from the Moonwood Collective. So the Wild Fangs most likely came after them. God, this is so cool. I did not expect there to be like this much lore and story with this pack. Like, I'm truly blown away, at least with that aspect. Oh my God, I can't believe we literally spent most of this part just sitting here in this house talking and reading books. Like, we literally have not really done anything, but honestly, this needed to happen. This part needed to happen many parts ago, so I'm just happy that we're having it now. I feel like maybe we've read the whole thing now because I'm starting to get the same notifications over and over again, so there probably isn't too much more to learn other than this. Yup, it says reread, so we've already read the whole thing. That was still a cool experience though. It's nice like learning the origins of the town and like what happened back in the heyday, you know? All right, we're gonna come down to the hangout. We're gonna do some heavy lifting. We need to really buffen up, and now that we actually have this aspiration, we can work on things, which will be really cool. But we need, I think, a special perk to turn Sims into werewolves. Let me see which one it is. There it is, Curse Bearer. We need to buy this one. That's gonna be coming up very soon for sure. She's doing really good with the fitness skill. She's already up at level 4. She's making it happen, and we are not stopping anytime soon. If we wanna be a bigger, badder werewolf, if we wanna win these fights that we're having with other packs, and of course Greg, we're gonna need to have the highest fitness skill possible. All right, after an entire night of working out, look at our hygiene. It is absolutely atrocious. We're almost at level 5. She is having some cravings right now though. The beast hungers. Finley needs food now. And we have 39 minutes left to handle that. I'm assuming if we don't, then our fury is probably gonna go up a lot. I'm probably gonna have to run over to the house and pull something out of the refrigerator. All right, raw meat. This is perfect. She can wolf that down. You better hurry up, girl. Eat. No, we don't have time to chat with Lou. Eat. Wolf it down. Look, you can see she's really gaining strength. Look at those biceps though. Ow. Can you imagine just taking a big bite out of raw meat? No, I'm just being sarcastic. We do have a moonlit from it though. Fresh meat from eating raw meat as a werewolf. Delicious the way nature intended. With fresh meat and Finley's stomach, the pangs of hunger are temporarily gone. We're gonna clean ourselves up really quickly too, just because we are disgusting. So we'll groom self and then we'll continue talking to Lil. It's been a minute since we've woohooed. So we can probably go ahead and woohoo and we'll just, you know, have some romantic times together. We'll blow a kiss, we'll caress cheek. Whoa, what's this? Relations between Moonlit Collective and Wild Fangs have become neutral, neither alliance nor feud. Which way will they swing next? Only time will tell. I'm guessing it's because it's been a minute since we went over there and picked a fight with them. That's really cool though. I wish there was a way that you could actually visually see that though. If you were like allies or if you guys guys were, you know, enemies. But I guess the only way to know is through those little text bubbles. It would be cool to see like a little bar, you know, filling up on either side, kind of like the reputation meter. Who knows, maybe a modder will create something like that. I don't know. The modders have been doing a lot for this game lately, so being honest, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, we're gonna go woohoo in my house? I thought that they were going to the bush. We're going straight to our bed. Oh my gosh. All of this under these scratched up sheets and everything. Oh boy. Oh, we even have a moodlet. I woohooed a werewolf and I do it again too. Oh my gosh. Hey, at least she's pleasantly satisfied. I wonder if he enjoyed it though. Look at that. As soon as they're done, you see the little fluffs of fur. I love the little details on that. Oh, look at that. Oh, snap. Beauty and the Beast. Oh, why are his lips all blue like that though? All right, let's go ahead and challenge him to a game of tug of war. Now I really want to get Wicked Whims updated and installed, guys. I'm not lying to you. She wants to kiss him, so we'll give him a kiss really quickly. Then she wants to ask him about his day, just so we can get some satisfaction points. Look at that. They're so in love, guys. They're so in love. We'll ask him about his day. That's one of her whims at the moment. She wants to tell him a dirty joke. Nice. What is with you peeing directly in front of him? Why do you always do that, Finley? You're strange. Should we try for baby with Lou? Should we do it? Oh, should we try for baby? Oh, I want to see this. Please. Please be pregnant. Please be pregnant. I mean, what are the chances that they're gonna have a werewolf baby, guys? Because they're both werewolves. So the chance has to be 100%. I can only see them not having a werewolf baby if, like, you know, they were. Oh, shit. Things got steamy quick as hell. Oh my gosh, making baby werewolves. That is totally what this is gonna be called. I don't know exactly what else I'm gonna call this, guys. Oh my gosh, it's so seductive though. Oh snap, inside the shower and everything. This is too seductive, guys. It's way too seductive for YouTube. YouTube's gonna be like, sir, demonetized. I just really wanna see werewolf babies, guys. I wanna see werewolf babies. I wanna see some of the new interactions that come with it and all of that stuff. Wow, that was a steamy lovemaking session. And oh my gosh, they are just, woo, right now. What is this? Wild Fangs noticed. The pack has noticed that Finley hasn't been adequately fulfilling the expand and explore value. If this behavior continues or she receives additional warnings for other pack values, Finley will be put on pack probation. The werewolf packs panel contains helpful tips to effectively expand and explore, which can point Finley in the right direction. Oh, it's because we're not going to the other worlds and we haven't really talked to the other Sims, I guess, or tried, you know, expanding, if you will. We haven't really done any of that, but we are almost up to the next rank. I think this is a good point to end things, guys. We could take a pregnancy test, but we're gonna wait and do that in the next part. I love you. Thanks for watching. And speaking of the devil, look who it is at the door. I will see you all next time. So long and happy simming. This video was brought to you by my supporters on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you'd like to join my community over there, a link is below. Thank you for watching.